Morning everyone, my name is Crystal. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome old subscribers, welcome new. If you like my videos, please press the like button, please do subscribe. I'm here at my flat in Rochester. It's another lovely sunny day, but I'm feeling really tired. I didn't get to bed till about 12:30 last night. The heat in here was really unbearable. I was also up writing my diary. I'd got a new diary pad from the pound shop in Chatham, along with this lovely pen, this pen here. And I've actually, from about 9 o'clock last night to 12:30, written my diary up. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 pages. So I was up all most of yesterday night writing my diary, keeping it up to date about what's going on. Alexa, good morning.
Sorry, something went wrong.
Alexa, good morning.
Good morning. On this day in 1977, the showbiz world was left all shook up by the untimely death of Elvis Presley, at the age of just 42.
I remember that. Elvis Presley died in 1977. Alexa, what year did Elvis Presley die?
Elvis Presley died on the 16th of August 1977 at the age of 42 years.
Yeah, he was 42 years, I remember that, because my mum and dad listened to Elvis Presley. They always did. And I remember it being announced on the radio and the TV. I was 7 years old. No, 60, it's in yeah, 7 years old. No, 9. I was born in 1968, so I was 9 years old. It was 9. I was obviously young enough to remember, old enough to remember Elvis Presley's death. Right. Alexa, what's the time, please?
It's 9:11 a.m.
Alexa, what's the date today?
It's Wednesday, the 16th of August.
Alexa, what is the weather like?
In Rochester, it's 19 degrees Celsius with clear skies and sun. Today, you can expect lots of clouds, with a high of 23 degrees and a low of 14 degrees. Also, there's a flood alert in effect.
Alexa, what's the humidity?
At the moment, the humidity is 74%.
That is quite high. It is absolutely boiling. The sun is out, but yeah, I would have gone to the beach, guys, but I just feel it's pointless on my own. I really do. I didn't feel like it. I was overdrawn in the bank. Maybe next year now. I think I look at this year as being a year of resting, recuperating, and we'll look at maybe next year like going somewhere. I'm not getting any luck meeting anybody, and when just people lie to you, and it looks like they've got nobody, and they're actually telling lies. They've got a big family, and they're just winding you up. So I've got to learn from what's happened, and not keep falling into the same trap, if you know what I mean. Trusting people that are liars and hoping that they'll change, and they never do. But leopards never change their spots. I mean, when someone tells you they're going to give you dog coats and they don't come about, they're going to do this and do that, and it not comes about. Somebody's got chihuahuas, baby chihuahuas, and obviously they're too expensive for you to buy, and then they get out their wallet and say, oh, I'm going to buy one. You see what I mean? It's just a really nasty person. It comes across as a really nasty person, a two-faced, horrible person. And I don't need that in my life. When I say to somebody, I'm going to give you something, I will give it to them. Unless there's a valid reason that I can't. Nifty Flame 48 has asked me, Nifty Flame, this is this morning, Nifty Flame 48, 907, how are you happy? How are you happy? Right, so they've started on me this morning before I've even gone outside walking my dog. When somebody upsets you, you're not going to be happy, are you? But Nifty Flame 48, I'm happy. I went out shopping yesterday. No one spoilt it. When somebody keeps doing things to you in your life and you can't do anything about it, I just have to make the most of what I can. Now, they make up their rules as they go, as Barclays Bank did. Why was it necessary to cancel my card and stop me from being able to use my bank account when they could have given me my PIN number? So now my Tesco grocery shopping has got to be cancelled because I use my card to pay for it. So I either got to order it another day or I've got to go out to Tesco physically myself, which is a pain in the arse, right? Especially if you haven't got a car. When I was in Gloucestershire, I went into a Wilkinson store and I had a baby in a pram. And I didn't have a car to drive my son home in. I was living in a women's refuge in Gloucestershire. And I went into Wilkinson and I had to get nappies and things for my baby, which were heavy. And I hadn't brought any bags. This was before COVID and this stupid plastic bags thing of shops not giving plastic bags out. So I went into Wilkinson. The day before I'd been in there and I'd been given plastic bags, right? They gave me a plastic bag. So I went into Wilkinson the next day for nappies and baby stuff to stock up for my baby. Got to the counter and I didn't have a bag. Didn't have one. I hadn't brought any bags out. So all the shopping was flung down the aisle and I turned around and I said, could I have a bag, please? And she went, we don't do plastic bags anymore. We don't do them. I said, well, that's strange. Wilkinson's always got plastic bags. So I didn't have much money. I was on benefit and I didn't have a lot of finances. So I had to buy a recycled bag, which was £1. So I put that on the counter, struggled with all the shopping, stuffing it in one bag. So this crap has been going on for ages, right? And I struggled home and the shopping fell out into the road while I was walking across to my safe house accommodation and a car ran over some of my shopping. Ran over, didn't stop, saw me almost trip over in the road and I was just on the edge walking over the road and my shopping fell on the road. The car didn't stop, it ran over my shopping. And I got extremely unhappy and upset. Of course I did. This was all after leaving my ex-husband. I experienced tremendous cruelty. Absolutely tremendous cruelty. And evil shit that went on. They were making it up as they went along because a few days later I went into Wilkinson because that was the regular place I got my baby milk and nappies. There was plastic bags. There was loads of plastic bags. The shop assistant lied to me. So I go upstairs to Barclays Bank and they've cancelled my Barclays card. And I've got to wait for a new one. That means I can't order my shopping. I can't buy anything by my card. And they've done it purpose to make me miserable. And they think that because my card has been cancelled, I haven't got any money. Well, here we go, guys. Here we go. Nifty Flame 48. We have a £20 note with the Queen's head on. We have £2 coins, and that brings bad memories as well. Someone collecting £2 coins in a jar when I had no money. I don't forget, you know. I don't forget what's been done to me. And I'm going to prove that I'm not mad and it's in my head, as they all keep saying. They make up their rules as they go along, like the bloody police. I've also got this £10 scratch card that I have not redeemed yet. So that's 35 quid I have in my flat. £35. So there you go, clever clogs. Trying to upset me on a Wednesday morning. The woman in the cult said to me, I only like happy people. Yeah, well, if you keep being cruel to someone and winding them up, they're not going to be happy, are they? You call someone a dog when they're doing their shopping, they're not going to be a happy person, are they? You see what I mean? I am happy. I treated myself to this. This is May All Your Wishes Come True. It's that you can keep the boxes. This is a Bayliss and Harding set. So they're little gift boxes, right, that you can keep. It was security protected at one time, but this came from the Demeltzer charity shop in Chatham. £3. Bayliss and Harding like beauty set. It's nicely all wrapped up, so unwrap the tissue paper. We have Believe in Yourself body wash. Unicorn candy. Bayliss and Harding. Are wrapped up in their Bayliss and Harding paper. We have Peach Lemonade, No Drama Llama body lotion. We have Shower Cream, Ice Cream Sprinkles. We also have Peppermint Frosting, Hand cream. Nice little keepsake boxes these. We also have some sprinkles for the bath and a little body wash scrubber thing. I don't know what these are. What are they? Got several of these. But no. Someone trying to upset me on a day-to-day basis. Well, you haven't done it, have you? You silly sod. Also treating myself to this key necklace, £3. This is lovely. Little key costume jewellery, not real of course. £3. So guys, I'm perfectly fine. It's obviously this person needs to keep in contact with me, and if they don't hear from me, they get all upset, so they start sending horrible messages. I don't care who it is, I don't want them, I don't need them in my life. They're a sad, sorry person that goes through my Facebook, Instagram, and now my TikTok and starts being jealous and spiteful. It's obviously a woman, and it's obviously a woman that has got no confidence in herself, and she thinks by tearing strips out of me and putting her claws into me, that is going to make her a better person, and it isn't. I avoid her like the plague. I've got a feeling I know who it is. It's obviously someone around the same age as me, but that they don't look after themselves properly, obviously, because they wouldn't need to cut strips out of me. If they felt good about themselves and had a high opinion of their self, they wouldn't need to spitefully make catty remarks and be a nasty person. If they were actually, this is a two-faced person. This is a person that will say, they could be right, a person that I know, that I see on a regular basis. They're nice to your face and they stab you in the back because they're horrible. Oh, hello, I'm going to do this for you, I'm going to do that for you, oh, yes, yes, yes. And then when you go out the shop, it's, oh, she's always buying in here, she's always buying, shopping in here, she is. Telling everybody else's business, doing it to everybody, backstabbing them. Well, I mean, a shop assistant like that, yeah, makes a good customer service, makes herself, like, well known, and she's very popular, but when someone comes up to you and is talking about absolutely everybody that she's spoken to, oh, she's this and she's that and he's this and he's that, then you know they're doing it about you as well, don't you? But anybody that is believing what she's saying about me, she's talking about them behind their back as well, right? So I don't give a fuck. So remember what she's telling you about me, she's talking to you about me as well. She's talking to me about you, sorry. Never trust a person like that. I've spoken to my son about it. Because it's spiteful and it's nasty. It's stopping me from meeting guys that I could get on with. And I've given some of my phone number and I don't know what they've done with it. And I now realise I was stupid. Silly. Absolutely silly. So I've got a feeling I know who it is, and the way they speak in the messages as well. They sat round the table with their mates. Oh, look, ha ha ha. Let's pretend we're two blokes, shall we, and see what she says. Well, they get a shock when I reply to the messages I'm getting. They must get a shock, and some of them, they might be thinking, my God, I didn't expect that reaction. And it all goes down in the diary, and all these messages are screenshotted, along with the ugly male photos that they send me to frighten me. Naked men in the bath with dirty feet and hairy legs. Maybe she's short of cash and she needs dirty photographs. I think that's what the problem is. The woman's short of money, or is trying to pretend she's me and get money, because she's might be, I don't know, there's something wrong with the woman. She's obviously mentally ill. You don't say you're going to do something and you don't call someone a dog. And to take the piss out of me, right, you've got taking the mickey out of me. Well, you need to look in the mirror. You need to look in the mirror before you cast your witchy spells on me. Talking about me, laughing at me. They're no Kate Moss. They're no Naomi Campbell, I can assure you. I would expect a model to laugh at me and to make jokes, but not the person that's laughing at me on the internet, no. The girls that waltzed into Sainsbury's yesterday, laughing while I was at the self-service checkout, had shorts on that were far too tight on them. The flesh was hanging out. They had double chins, and they were laughing at me as they were going past the self-assessment checkout, because I had to wait ages to get served. When I did get to the counter, there was an old woman behind my back looking over my shoulder when you're supposed to wait in the queue. There was no staff telling this lady to go back where she should be queuing, and these girls obviously laughed, trying to make me angry so that I would get cross with an old lady, and I didn't. I laughed at them because they looked ridiculous. They looked ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. Laughing going past, and one of them looked like the woman opposite with a bun in her hair. Really, really large woman. Laughing at me. Nasty, spiteful young women. The TikTok channel that I've got now is very, very tiny. It's not got many videos on it. But I went on TikTok about 5 or 6 years ago and got really, really evil comments from girls that should know better, you know, when they're growing up and they've got things wrong with their skin and they're a bit overweight, and laughing at somebody they don't even know. You need to get a rain check on yourselves and look in the mirror before you take the piss. I've never professed to be beautiful, and I never have been. I've always been the one that's been forgotten about and left behind. So I don't care. I don't go outside thinking I look like a beautiful model when I know what I look like. But then there's girls out there that think they look all that when they're not, and they need to look in the mirror before they start bullying other people. See you later.